Hello and welcome to the first debate of the 2016 Candy Bar election. I am 13 and I will be your moderator here along with 007.
Thank you. This debate will be divided into 4 segments. Representatives from each of the campaigns will be asked one question in each segment. Each candidate representative will have up to 2 minutes to respond. After all 3 questions in each segment have been answered, we will allow the candidates 2 minutes for debate and discuss the other candidates' comments. The discussion of the questions may be extended at the moderator's discretion.
Yes, and I think we have quite the fine debate lined up for you here today. It's going to be quite exciting.
No snooze
Nothing
fest here.
incites controversy like candy bars. All right, and at this time we'll go ahead and we'll have our first 3 representatives come up and take the stage. All right, now let's meet our candidates. All right, we have Snickers. Where is Snickers? All right, and M&Ms. And then finally, but not least, we have Twix.
What?
All right, we'll start off here with our first question to Snickers. What unique qualities do you have to offer America that your opponents do not? Oh, interesting. They seem to have gone with a whiteboard approach.
That's right. They have a little tight end coming around there. We're trying to lose weight. Every Snickers fills you right up, leaves you satisfied. It's going to be tough to beat. Snickers also contain many nutritional values.
Such as
That's
nuts, calcium, iron, and fiber. What are you waiting for? Go get some Snickers.
That looks like it was written by a college professor. Go get some Snickers. Snickers Company. Well, there you go. Well, M&M, based upon that finding there, what unique qualities do you have to offer America that your opponents do not?
Well, first I would like to thank you for the opportunity of being given the chance to represent candy bars across America. A few unique qualities of M&Ms are the varieties. There's many different colors that appeal to many different people. They're in the different contents, such as the peanut M&Ms line, which has gone very successful. Another very unique quality that's neither other candidates can say they satisfy is that they don't melt in your hand over time or melt in your pocket at all. They can also be easily shared, unlike Snickers and Twix, because they come in small size and yeah.
Well, there you go. Now, Twix, what unique qualities do you have to offer America that your opponents do not have?
Well, first of all, Twix provides the ideal mix of chocolate and caramel wrapped around a crunchy wafer, and it offers 2 full-size candy bars as shown, and it has a luxury gold package to make you feel fancy as you include.
Gold. Yep, there you go. Okay. Now.
All right. This time we will start off with our candidate for M&Ms. M&Ms, what do you propose to do to make M&Ms affordable for every American?
Well, to make it more affordable, I would make bulk buying more accessible, because usually buying by the pound is cheaper than buying individual packs. We would also eliminate taxes on candy bars.
A heavy hitter there with that response.
Twix, what do you propose to make Twix bars affordable for every American?
As we already mentioned, they already have 2 full-size Twix bars in their package, and they're free to access. without tax.
All right, well, in the interest of remaining fair, Snickers, what do you propose to do to make Snickers bars affordable for every American?
Well, I'll tell you. At Snickers, we have a proposed plan that for every Snickers you buy, 1 Snickers will be donated to the less fortunate. With this plan, low-income families will be able to enjoy the satisfying taste of Snickers. Not only that, we are also lobbying to have Snickers recognized as a food group so that they can be included as an important part of school lunches. That way, children across America can have their daily Snickers bar covered by their school lunch fees.
Now, we do have one question for Snickers coming in from our head office here. Regarding your Snickers for the Less Fortunate program, with every candy bar that's bought, you said 1 would be going to those who cannot afford it. Who is paying for that?
The 1%. It's about time they put in their fair share, right?
What if the 1% doesn't want to pay?
Then, you know what? It's going to be Occupy It's Sugar.
What?
Occupy the
Does that
candy
include
by the
violence?
pound.
Now,
It
now
will
how-
just
They're gonna be
include
squatters.
delicious, satisfying peanutty crunch. It's going to be a delicious revolution.
Well,
Now, how do... Excellent. We'll be starting off this segment with a question for Twix. Your opponents claim that you are unfit to be this nation's candy bar in chief because you lack nutritional value. How do you respond to this claim?
Well, okay. First of all, unlike other opponents, we do not contain poisonous peanuts. For some reason, they want to threaten the lives of our children. We only have 250 calories to spread over our 2 full-size candy bars for only 125 calories each. Our other opponents cannot offer that same deal. On top of that, we have 2 whole grams of protein, which makes a great way to start the day with the Twix. It is low in cholesterol and sodium, and it contains no high fructose corn syrup or arsenic.
Eminem, what do you feel about this, that you are unfit to be this nation's candy bar in chief because really, you're not a candy bar?
I want to thank you for that question, and I want to thank you all for joining us here today. We will not make the size and shape of the candy bar an issue of this campaign. Just as Americans come in all shapes and sizes, so do candy bars. I want to speak right to the American people here. If you are tired of the status quo, if you are tired of the norm in Washington, jump on our train, toot toot, because we are headed for the White House. Thank you.
In the heat of the moment, do you think that it's appropriate that the nutty thinking outside the box is going to be keeping our country safe from
Yeah.
the nuts that are also thinking outside the box?
In game shows, they do it all the time.
Got it, okay. Do you have any follow-up to that follow-up, to the follow-up, of the follow-up?
I have no follow-ups to any of the follow-up.
Okay. Now, I did have a question there about the breakfast food. Are we all in agreement that we could, in fact, have candy bars for breakfast?
If we want to rot our teeth and spend thousands of dollars at the dentist, then sure.
I mean, some would find that okay. I mean,
Though-
some would really appreciate it. I mean, maybe even encourage it.
I would like to add, why not have a Twix for breakfast? I mean, protein, 2 whole grams. It is a practically
How about the
healthy.
36 whole grams of sugar?
How do you know that we have 36 whole grams of sugar? Because we do not.
I was being generous.
Snickers,
We have
are
34.
you a breakfast food full of nuts?
No, because we're more of a snack food where you can have any time throughout the day.
Throughout the day, but not breakfast. You're not a breakfast. You're not promoting breakfast. Snickers. Okay.
Now, would you be opposed to people eating Snickers bars for breakfast?
I would feel
Hashtag Snickers for breakfast.
I would feel completely offended if people were eating Snickers for breakfast.
Expensive breakfast food. There you have it.
Interesting.
Tell that to America.
Huge, huge.
I would feel deeply offended if you eat Snickers for breakfast. Thank you.
Well, there we have it. Fourth question, we have our representatives, and we're going to start with Snickers here. We're going to say, according to a recent Riff-Raff poll, 44% of those surveys support your campaign. What do you say to the other 56%?
You spent time with love one Tuesday.
This is bringing the family closer, satisfying their hunger, and can free the time for loved ones, with loved ones, in activities like zip lining. Wow, that was pretty bold. So the 56% need to know about the zip line that you're offering. Okay, I see how we do. M&M, go ahead. What do you have for M&M?
Now, M&Ms. According to a recent Riff-Raff poll, the same one that was given to the Snickers, only 6% of those surveyed support your campaign. How do you plan to increase your favorability and win this election?
Wonderful facility. Once again, I want to thank you for that question. Thank you to the audience for joining us. For those who are not a part of the of the 6% that we have currently polling with us, we would like you to not focus on the idea of a candy bar, but more of a more radical idea of maybe individual things we call M&Ms. So we'd like to invite you to the 21st century and join our campaign to go to the White House. I mean, that's really where we need to be. We shouldn't be here. We should be at the White House fixing all of the issues that I could list, but I will refrain.
Equitable stance.
Well, we'd like to point out one more thing. If none of that works, we're just going to resort to bribing and whatnot. So you just take with that what you want and
Sounds like
leave that
a
to
unique,
you.
not so unique, but a certainly worthwhile approach. I mean, I'm totally to see how that works out for you.
That's what I thought.
I think that 6% may just have increased to 7%.
I'm not so sure I need to hear about Twix. Right?
We'll toss one to the media over there, and we'll just see how that goes. Do that what you want.
First, I could care less what Twix has to say right now, but
Well, I mean, now, Twix, according to this recent Riff-Raff poll, no one
how many?
supports you in this election. 0%.
And the American people know
Do you?
why.
Now, it's not your turn to answer, M&Ms. Just keep your seat.
Keep your shell on.
Twix, no one supports you in this election. Do you still consider yourself a viable candidate?
I would say yes. And first of all, that poll, a month old. How is that even reliable at this point? And do we want a candidate who is willing to bribe the media, the
At
moderators,
least I have 7% in the polls. Maybe that bribing's
the
working.
American people? Do we want that person in office? I don't think so.
I feel pretty good right now with this M&M inside me.
I mean, we
Can't lie
want
about
someone
that.
who is willing to break the form of the one bar candy bar. We have the whole 2 candy bars. We are breaking the mold. We are bringing more options to the American people that were never offered before. We are willing to bring forth the Affordable Twix Act.
Truthfully, I don't think you'll be bringing anything to the American people at 0%.
But that poll was old. I'm willing to run a new poll to prove